Good morning, Standard 9 students. Today I shall be teaching you Act 2, Scene 5. But before I go to Scene 5, I'll just take you a little back of the previous scene where Lorenzo asked Lancelot, "Where are you going?" Then Lancelot tells him that I have to bid my old master Jew to come for the party to my new master, the Christian. Okay, that means he has to take leave. He has to inform Shylock that he is leaving his services. So now Lancelot is already there before Shylock's house. In the previous scene, we come to know that he has already met Jessica, but now he has to meet the man of the house. The main person is Shylock. Okay. And then Lorenzo explains to Gratiano that Jessica, in her letter, has given all the instructions, the full complete strategy or the plan, how she is going to run away from her father's house. And that message also Lancelot has to convey to Jessica that Lorenzo is ready and he will not disappoint her or fail her. So now Shylock is talking to Lancelot. The scene is in Venice. Before Shylock's house, enter Shylock and Lancelot. Shylock, "Well, thou shalt see, thy eye shall be thy judge." Now since Lancelot is leaving the services of Shylock, so Shylock is telling him that you shall see for your own self. Your own eyes will be your judge to see who is a better master, Shylock or Bassanio. So you shall see for yourself. You shall see the difference for yourself. And then while he was conversing with Lancelot, he calls out to his daughter. Okay, "Hey Jessica." Then again he gives Lancelot a piece of advice. "In Bassanio's house, thou shalt not gourmandize." Means you shall not overeat like used to do in my house. That means, according to Shylock, Lancelot seems to have a very good appetite. He could consume a lot of food. He overeats. He says, don't do the same thing in Bassanio's house like you used to do in my house. Now here is a contradiction. When Lancelot was leaving Shylock's services, he explained to his father, and his father explained to Bassanio that he has been starved. He tells his father, "I have been famished, I have been starved, I have turned skin and bone. You can count every rib of mine with your finger." And here Shylock is telling him that you shall not overeat. Then again he calls out to his daughter. There is no response from Jessica. And then again he gives him another piece of advice. Says, "You shall not sleep and snore and render your clothes." Now what he means is, like you've been sleeping and snoring in my house, and with continuous sleeping, you are wearing and tearing your clothes. Okay. Means not because your clothes are not being torn because of hard work. It is because of continuous sleeping. Now these are all the bad things that Lord Slot used to do in Shylock's house. So Shylock is advising him not to do or not to repeat the same thing in Bassanio's house. Okay. Now again he calls out to his daughter. Now 3 times Shylock has called out to Jessica. Jessica has not yet responded. Now Lancelot calls out to Jessica. Hey Jessica! Then Shylock tells him, who told you? Who requested you to call out to my daughter? He says, I did not request you to call out to my daughter. Then Lancelot wants to prove a point. He says, every time you blame me for not doing any work unless and until I am told. So before you could instruct me, I am calling out to your daughter. Now this is a typical servant's nature. Now even in your own house, you will notice that the servants will not do anything until and unless your mother instructs them. Then they say, देखो जाओ, देखी सब गंदा पड़ा हुआ है. Then they say, ठीक है, जाता है नहीं इंसान. Okay. But on their own, they will not dedicate themselves to do the work. Unless they are told, then they will do it. So that point Lancelot wants to prove to Shylock that he can also do work without being instructed. Okay. Then Shylock tells Lancelot or Jessica when she comes that I have to attend a party tonight. And the people who have invited me, they do not love me. They hate me. They are only flattering me. So here are the keys. Take proper care of the house. Okay. Now, in this particular scene, we come to know the irony of the scene, the sad part of the scene. Now, Shylock is entrusting his entire house in his daughter's care. He is giving her the keys and he is instructing her to lock all the doors and windows so that nobody can intrude in and steal all his money and precious stones and jewelries and all sorts. He fails to understand. This is the real irony, that the person whom he is entrusting his entire property to is the one who is going to betray him and the one who is going to steal from him all his lifelong possession. So that is the irony of this particular scene, that Shylock is entrusting his entire house to Jessica, and Jessica has already planned, has made a strategy that she is going to run away from her father's house, and along with that she is going to bring all the precious stones, jewelry and money. So I end it till here and I shall continue in the next class. Thank you.